No idea, no execution time. Getting this damn corporate energy for this new way of thinking, of course, brought our company massively forward.
Geico makes car insurance as easy as reinventing yourself after a haircut.
Hey, Miss J. I've changed. I have bangs now. Oh, that's got a haircut too.
Something
With
fall.
24/7 claim support,
I don't know.
it's easy to Geico.
Hey. Is that? I don't want it super bright.
Walking his youngest down the aisle, which to his bladder feels like a mile. Yet he
I don't know if you
stands
guys can
strong,
see, 'cause-
dry, keeping the leaks only to his eyes. Depend.
Okay.
The only thing stronger than us is you.
Hey, what's going on? I'm depressed. I'm sad. I'm trying to
So I started my own video.
fix my system, you guys. So,
5% cash back on business essentials.
oh, the TV is loud. Why don't have it loud? No. Cream soda. Shark Tank, yes. Kids, you gotta get your daily Shark Tank in. My cup. I got it at the stores, you guys. Cream soda. No, I'm not okay. I'm depressed. My Xbox is down. Help. I'm gonna cry. So my Xbox is working slightly, but YouTube works, which is weird. YouTube works, but it won't reinstall Fortnite, and it wouldn't update Fortnite for some reason. I'm like, okay. Then it's not opening the Microsoft thing. I don't know, because my data is pretty good, because obviously YouTube is working. So it's a corrupt game, and I was talking with specialist, a gaming like specialist or whatever, and they told me what to do, and then I did that, and it still is not updating Fortnite. No, I'm not on Messenger. And so I just barely went live. You said losing views, I see. I just barely went live. I just went live not too long ago. Less than 2 minutes. You like Cheetos? I was trying to fix my Xbox because it's not wanting to update Fortnite, and for some reason, I uninstalled Fortnite to reinstall it because it wasn't updating. It won't install Fortnite now. The Microsoft Store won't open, which is really weird, but YouTube works. I'm like, man, if I should buy a new Xbox, and I think it's an easy fix. I'm like, I feel like it's an easy fix. No, it's not storage because I have a hard drive that has 1.7 or I think 1.8 terabytes. I bought it from Walmart. Could be Wi-Fi, it could be, but
Ambition is the ability to see yourself in
I don't have other Wi-Fi to try. I saw someone. I saw. Because I play a lot of video games. Call of Duty takes a lot of space. Fortnite takes a lot of space. GTA takes a lot of space. There are a lot of games that I have. My brother got 2K21 or is it 2K22? Anyways, 2K takes a lot of space. Tiger Woods takes a lot of space. And then I was gonna play Dead by Daylight whenever I got the chance. I saw someone had a white box in the window and I was like, wait.
Because you are not doing this.
I've been trying to get this like Wi-Fi. It's only like $50. But the thing is that they're like, oh, you don't qualify because it won't work in your area. I'm like, dang it.
Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the Capital One Venture X business card. With no preset
There's two places that I was at where I tried to get it, and they were like, oh, you don't qualify. It's not in your area. And so then, I saw someone had one in their window here, and I'm like, oh, so it works in this area. Guys, I'm not on Ozempic. Soon we cooked some stuff, but I don't know when I'm gonna cook. What I'm gonna cook on live.
Choice Hotels is a family of brands with a hotel for any traveler you want to be. Like number one,
that's weird.
Cooking up a free hot breakfast for the
Asking people for cash out.
Mom need this.
I added the garnish.
Hey.
Stay twice and get a free night when you book direct.
I didn't think taking a few of my buddy's pain pills would be that bad.
I need money. I need a new Xbox.
Who cares?
My Xbox is outdated. I have the Xbox One. Let me tell you something. If it's broken, I'ma cry.
You could save someone's life.
It's time to think back.
I need to play my Fortnite, man. I'm seeing everyone playing Fortnite. I'm depressed. I'm over here about to. Okay, it's depressing. I saw someone did a Fortnite stream, and I haven't seen people play the new map. And I'm depressed and crying. I'm gonna die. Okay, I need Fortnite in my veins. I'm just joking. If I don't get a new Xbox,
Nothing beats Allegra.
I don't know.
The fastest non-drug
Okay, are you ready?
24-hour allergy relief.
Wait. How do you eat a Kit Kat? Do you eat it in the middle like that? Oh, I just ruined someone's day. Somebody's gonna get mad. Too bad. Well. It's horrible on Switch. Where did it go? I'm gonna still eat it. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not gonna eat it. Where'd it go? I'm done. I'm gonna eat it. I'm just kidding, bro. I should have ate it just to make you guys angry. I'm just kidding. Why did you turn that light on? No, I wouldn't have. I can't do it. Anyways, what was that for? So I could give it to someone and be like, here. Ouch. Dang it. Darn it. Ow. What? I kicked it way over there. This stupid. It's okay. I'm gonna cry. I want my Xbox back. It's okay. We'll come back. Hopefully I could get it fixed. I don't know. I looked it up and there's nothing. Yeah, and I play Mario. I can't play Fortnite on the Switch because it's crappy. You could play Fortnite on the Switch, but I'm not. I already know a system like that is not built to run Fortnite, even though it can. I already know that. Like a PSP wouldn't even be built. A PlayStation Vita or whatever new PlayStation handheld they come out with would never be built to play Fortnite. It can't handle that type of that high of resolution or whatever. Picky, you play it. I wouldn't even win. Let me tell you something. I know exactly what's gonna happen if I download Fortnite on I wouldn't even move an inch. I wouldn't even be able to play because my teammates would lose me every second because I wouldn't be able to be fast enough because it would be super laggy. I am dropping everything on the floor. I can't even get it. Darn it. Jesus Christ. You think Fortnite is not that important? Do you know how many people get paid playing games? And of course Fortnite is important to me because I game sometimes. I don't game all the time, but I do game. on, guys. I have to put the cooler on. It's hot in here. I'm out. This is not. My stuff came damaged. It wasn't damaged. But yeah, the way they put it in a bag, it was all like they didn't bag it correctly. They taped it up with like scotch tape or something, but the bag was like a reused bag, I think. And then the box. So I'm gonna tell you guys because I already told my mom. And yeah. So I received my mom's Mother's Day gift, but the box is damaged. And I'm waiting till Mother's Day because I'm not gonna open it. And I hope the box isn't really badly damaged because my ring light box was like bad when I got it, but my ring light works. It's the same ring light like my other one. And so then I told my mom, because she said, what is that? And I said, oh, well, I can't tell you. And so then I told her, well, oh, do you want it the Xbox turned off by itself? I don't think that's good. Or maybe it's the settings. I'll have to fix that. Anyways, it is fun here. So then I told my mom, I was like, you know what? I said, do you want to open your gift now or do you want to open it later on Mother's Day? Because I told her that's what it was. And she said, no, I'll just wait till Mother's Day. She kept asking me. I'm like, this lady keeps asking me. And I'm just going to tell her. You have got to go. You keep spamming get a job and you have got to leave. You want me to get a job, but yet you follow me. You know what's funny? What someone said earlier, they brought up the Asian teen corn thing, but yet they follow me and said, yeah, I am a fan. I'm like, like, okay, well then why do you follow me if you believe that? Very funny. But they're right. No, because if you don't like someone, why are you following them? You must not like them and you must not believe what's being said. Because I don't follow people I don't like, and I most certainly don't tell people I don't like I don't care whenever they say something, because obviously some of y'all that DM shut up when I leave an Insta story or say you don't care, truly care because you listened to it and then decided to complain. So you heard exactly what I said and you want to act like you don't care, but you care enough to listen to it. See, when I don't like someone, I don't go listen to their stuff. I make sure their stuff doesn't come up on my page so I don't have to listen to it. Like I don't have to listen to Leslie's heavy breathing. I made sure that I don't have to listen to her heavy breathing. I just make sure that people that I don't like do not exist on my platform, which is why I blocked Randall on multiple accounts. So I don't have to hear his lying preaching ass, excuse my language. I don't have to see him scarfing down food and slurping gravy, okay? Like, since when do people slurp gravy? The only person that slurps gravy is Randall. So yeah.
Which seemed like a lot, but that's how I imagined it with my perfect
mattress. Hey, you're obsessed? I'm obsessed with Randall. If I'm obsessed with these people, how come they don't exist on my page? They're blocked. And I'm not obsessed over Leslie.
The right mattress matters.
I just know that she was live. Because that was the only time her life popped up on my For You page. And what did I see? Oh yeah, something that I really hope doesn't happen. You know, kind of slightly. I'm not even gonna go there because this girl is literally drinking herself to unalivement and send me a gift point and I'll drink. That's outrageous.
Want to upgrade but still paying off your locked phone? Break free from 3-year device contracts.
I don't know literally everything she does. I just know she was live like day before yesterday, and literally her title was asking people for money so she could drink, and the only time I ever seen anything about her was someone sent me something of a live. I'm drinking Great Value cream soda. Anyways, and if someone comes for me for the Great Value, I don't care. A lot of these companies are being boycotted, so yeah. Anyways, someone sent me, thank you for the heart me, someone sent me a live saying, is this the girl you've been talking about? And I was like, yeah, because I saw like the profile picture, but I wanted to make sure it was her. Sure enough, it was her, right? And then when I went in there, the person just like told her, I don't know, she ended up getting exposed and got dragged. She was up there talking about a scammer, the scammer Beth, and she got dragged for being a scammer. So you thought they was gonna like you? They were dragging her. Then she went live. These two girls were on her live arguing, trying to get clout off of Leslie, which was really funny. People only use your platform because they want to get views off of you, and you let them up there and let them get views off of you. I think that is funny. So anyways, then I didn't know what the girls were arguing about, but the person was like, it seems like they're up there to get clout off of Leslie. And I was like, yeah, I wasn't really paying attention because I was doing something else. I was talking to someone else too in a video call. And yeah, I wasn't paying attention, so I was talking in a group chat, I was talking in a video call, and I was watching that live, but when you're in video call, it's like real low, so I couldn't, you think I'm gonna tell you who I was talking to? No. And we were just catching up on some stuff, and then I was just like watching and listening, and that's when the person commented that. And I said, oh, yeah, I think so too. Like, I don't know why they were up there arguing with each other. And it turned, like, you let that girl into a live stream to talk about scamming, and she legit is the scammer. Like, Leslie, yeah.
The reason why you don't want to is because there's an oleophobic coating that ships with all your phones.
But anyways, oh, if you say I'm pretending to have friends, that's gonna make me mad to tell you who it is. I'm not. Sounds like you have no friends. Sounds like projection. Sounds like nobody likes you. Because if people liked you, you wouldn't have anything better to do than to troll. Trolls and people that harass and troll somebody are people that don't have parents, were never loved, have no friends that like them, and they got nothing better to do. No job, nothing better to do. They're the little boy, not even a little boy, because you know men, which I call them little boys, who live in their mom's basement because they've never left their mommy's house. That's what you guys literally are, some of you trolls. You have nothing better to do than to hate on someone, so you have no life. You have no friends. You wouldn't be here if you had friends. You would be out with your friends. It's a Thursday night, but yet you're here complaining about me not having friends. And my friends don't live here, or else I would be outside.
And I'm not sure they see this as a major issue that they're willing.
But there's that.
Yeah, Robert, I think it's a bigger issue. Because your phones are portable, our charging devices have also become...
That's why I'm live every day, because my friends don't live here.
Office, like at their desk, and what we found is most people.
And I'm pretty sure if they did, we'd be outside a lot on the weekends.
And they look forward to the opportunity to have
$30. You gotta convince people that they're fun.
And unless you can convince people that you have friends, you shouldn't be talking about whether someone has friends or not. Because you can say you have friends, but I don't believe you.
It's really anal about this.
So we spent a lot of money to do focused and targeted marketing. So we're starting first with
How much money have you spent?
Anyways,
this year we spent about $80,000 in marketing.
Wow.
How much have you raised?
that's depressing about my Xbox. You triggered me? That's not even triggered. Do you know what triggered is?
The question is why.
You think you made me angry? Thank you for the heartbeat. I'm not even angry.
The point where it was like it's gonna cost.
Oh, now you triggered me because I ate you up, you know? That's the thing. I was not even triggered. You haven't even seen mad. You haven't even seen triggered. I'm very calm today.
Go like this, right? It's a niche product. You're not a company yet.
Right. One thing we've uncovered is that there's a huge market. In
Exactly.
But guys, there's all kinds
Anyways.
of side effects that hospitals use for their devices. There's a whole protocol that they go through.
Sure. Well, hospitals have started reaching out to us to come present their product, and it's because they're starting to deploy lots of tablets to the
They use
hospitals.
them when they go into the room.
Wes, I gotta tell you, I don't see it. I don't need a tanning bed for my phone. I'm out. Okay, let's talk about the hospital application. What's the lowest cost you can get? Can you get it so it cleans in under a minute?
Yeah, there's 3 parameters that you need for effective UV killing. One of them is the proximity. The further away you move the light from the surface, it decreases. Also the intensity and the duration. And so you can play with those 3 factors, and if you can get the light close enough at the right intensity, then you can reduce the time.
Now you've got my interest, right? A product for consumer for phone soap.
What is me living? Okay, you have to understand something. You say, don't you live with your mom though?
Brings their phone.
That would be
Different selling pro-
very, very bad if I was living with my mom and not paying any bills. You see, that's what people are like. I live with my parents and pay bills, and you may say I don't. I'm not gonna show you a receipt saying, hey, I paid my bills. My mom is living because of me. I put food on the table. I pay the bills. My mom does help with some food because, you know, it's expensive for a whole month. But I do put some food on the table, and I do contribute. So I'm able to live with my parents because I contribute. Otherwise, if I wasn't contributing, I don't know why people would just think I could just live with my parents without contributing. That's crazy.
I don't think it's been proven yet as a successful product because I don't know what percentage of the market is.
I contribute. As long as I'm contributing to the household, I can live with her for as long as I need to. People don't understand that the economy is so bad that people cannot live on their own. And I am one of those people who cannot live on my own. I can go pay for an apartment right now, but then I can't pay for a car and car insurance to get around. And I'm not going to get around by bus. And on top of that, my electricity, my utilities, etc. I could not afford anything on my own. This is why I live in a place that provides electricity. This is why I live in a place that I can afford for right now. Mind you, I can't afford to live on my own. And even if I went to work a 9-to-5 job, I couldn't afford to live on my own. I would probably only be able to afford a car and live out of it. And still live out of a car because I would be struggling so bad that I would be living out of a car, having to go to work and pay for a gym membership barely to just shower so I could be cleaned up for work. Like, you guys don't understand, and you think you know. No, we didn't get an apartment. Not yet. We're not getting an apartment. I'm tired of moving. If we move, we're gonna move into a house. I don't want to get an apartment. I want to own my own house so no one could tell me nothing. And it's not that far away from getting a house. Although it might take a while, what we're doing. And it's not loans either. But people don't understand that even if I got a 9-to-5 job, I wouldn't be able to afford to live on my own, period. And if you don't want me to live with my mother, well, I can just buy a $200 tent and live on the side of the road. Because I am paying money for a car to pay gas in it to drive back and forth everywhere. Gas is so expensive. If I can just cut that off, I will.
Every time you
I'm not going to a shelter because the cop already told us, right? When we got raided, there was a shelter. It's called the West Side Shelter. They said, well, you can't go in there. You're not going to be able to go back today. And I was like, okay, you should have told me that, because when I left, I would have grabbed my credit card that had money on it, so I could have paid for a room. They were calling motels to see if they could give us a room, but it was like Thanksgiving weekend, and they were like, no, we don't have a room. No, we can't. One place said, yeah, we'll give them a room, but they gotta pay for it. I was like, I don't got the money. Like, the cop even told them he was in a situation. I can understand, because I posted my Insta story, people got mad, but you have to understand, these people make billions of dollars. That's greed. If someone's going through something and you're like, yeah, I could give you a room, but you gotta pay, that would be messed up. Imagine if I did that, I'd be canceled. I had every right to be upset, because it's like, I can't afford a room. My card's like upstairs in my room, and I can't go in because there's a SWAT situation. Like, hello? And so then they were like, there's shelters. We were like, there's one shelter we can't go to. I'm not going to give people reasons why we can't go there. But I told the police why, but I'm not telling you why. Anyways, it's none of your business. So then they had this other shelter, and there was like the West Side Shelter. They didn't have the other shelter. They had like a West Side Shelter, but they were like, you don't want to go there. It's dangerous. Why do you have a shelter that's open that is not safe for people to stay at then? That makes no sense why you're running an unsafe shelter and people cannot stay there. That doesn't make sense. And the biggest shelter, which is the one which is Joy Junction, Jeremy Reynolds, the greediest man on earth, very greedy if you ask me, sitting on $11 million and not fixing up your shelter is crazy. After you receive large amounts of donations and people dropping donations in your Dropbox and giving you donations, and you can't even fix up the place, you've got old food from 2002 to 2005. Do you know how long those cans of beans have been there? And you're feeding that to people? You're literally feeding that to people with roaches in the cereal, and you don't even have the money to make that place nice enough for people to live in? I know I'm not gonna cry, because let me tell you something. That's a health hazard. That shelter, and that is the only largest shelter we have to accommodate and take people in, which is sad. And people have no choice to go there. And some people hate that place so bad, they choose to live in a tent by the railroad tracks than to live at that place. They literally choose to live out in danger than to live in that place, because you think living on the street is not dangerous. It's very dangerous. Even if you have a tent and you're living on the side of anywhere, like, it puts you at risk. And if you think living out of a car is a lot safer, that's not safe either. People deserve to have a place to have safety. And this place does not provide homeless shelters that are good enough for people to live in. We literally have had tent cities. It was in the news. They literally shut down a tent city which was by the railroad tracks because it was starting to smell bad, because people was using the area as an outhouse for the restrooms and stuff, and was like trashing the place. And they were like, no, we gotta get rid of you guys. People literally don't have a place to live at all because there isn't any good shelters. That's not me. Like, when people say cry, right? When people say cry, that is messed up. You guys have to realize that places like mine, especially cities and states where I live, should provide a good place for people to live in a shelter. Kids can't even live.
Well, remember what happened last time?
Do you even know how that shelter was run? I literally volunteered at that shelter. At night, there's limited mats. People sleep on mats on the floor for women. Women only get about a percentage of mats. They have one tiny room for men and it's only 10 mats and only 10 men. I think it was 10 mats, maybe 12, and that's it. After that, they don't take no men in. If you're a single man, they will not take you in because they only have like 12 mats, so it's first come first serve. They don't even have any more room for men. If you're a family, you get priority, which is why they have more mats, because they want more space for families. For women, it's limited. It's limited because they want more mats for families. And then the people that work for Joy Junction, right? They live in the back. They live in these rooms, in these like barracks, because they work for Joy Junction. If you sign up with the program, you get to live there with your family. Otherwise, first come, first serve. And sometimes, if they're nice, if they have it, they'll give you a voucher to a motel room for about 2 days. And then this place doesn't eat. They feed people stale bagels, stale donuts, roaches in the cereal. People don't even get healthy food options. They barely get anything, and they don't make anything if you have allergens. Tough luck. If you have an allergy to something, you better find someplace else to eat, because if someone was allergic to fish, tough luck. That's all they served. They didn't have other options. They only served one thing, and if you didn't like it, tough luck. You know, I saw what people was eating, because when we would, thank you for the heart me, when I volunteered, this was like high school year, my senior year, because we were doing that, what is it called? Internship thing, where you go do internships, but I wanted to go volunteer my time at the shelter. And so I interned there. I interned at an elementary school, and I also interned at a 4-star restaurant called the Four Seasons. That's everywhere. But anyways, when they would offer us lunch, I wouldn't eat it because the lunch did not look appetizing. And my friend, because when I used to run errands with my friends, she knew a lot of the homeless people because she would help people out. She was like that, but she lived in an apartment, but she still helped people out whenever they needed. She knew where to get clothes, she knew where to get shoes, she knew where to get lunch, she knew where to always have a meal. And so I would hear these people talk about Joy Junction when I was little, because I can remember things when I was little. It was not a great place, because I stayed there when I was in elementary school. We had no home. And when someone flushed the toilet, the showers got too hot.
It's a Mercedes.
That is my irritating buddy.
If you didn't get up at 3 a.m., you didn't get breakfast. And one time, we didn't get up in time and we got no breakfast. We had to go to school and get breakfast.
They're needing to get rid of it. They aren't driving it.
And this guy's sitting on a lap. And the only reason why they decided to renovate that place is because of COVID.
It's a lot easier.
It took COVID for them to give people extra rooms. You mean to tell me you have this big plot of land in the middle of almost nowhere? Well, not in the middle of almost nowhere, but this big old plot, this big old land. You have barracks of families sleeping way in the back. You have families sleeping in those rooms. And you can't build more rooms for single males and single women. When my mom stayed there, when I was in elementary school, they stole all of our stuff out of our lockers. They used to give you lockers. I saw the lockers were still there. I don't know if people still get lockers. But they gave us a locker to store all of our stuff, so we didn't have to carry it around with us everywhere. And so my mom had a lot of stuff, including her Game Boy Color, which if she would have still had that, that would have been cool. And we got toys when the children had to go to church And then once you went to like the kids' church, whatever it was, you got a toy. So we would always get to pick out something that we wanted after we went to church. So then, I'm not making this stuff up. I'm also looking at that because it's a Mercedes, and that's a nice Mercedes. Green. I love Mercedes. Anyways, you could ask my mom this. I could literally have my mom tell you this story, but they stole out of our lockers. She called them and they tried to say we had nothing in our lockers, and then they stole it. And if you don't believe me, then I don't know what to tell you. There's probably reviews for that shelter if someone did leave reviews. And it's probably not good because a lot of people choose tents over that shelter because that's the only largest shelter we have besides the one on the west side, and the police said that's not safe. And the west side, I know where the west side shelter is. I lived there. That's where the west side murders were, where I told you they found those, they dug up those bodies. Yeah, it's way up there, and the only way to get up there, you have to have transportation to get there. The bus doesn't go up that way. So I don't think they bus people up there. You have to have a ride out that way or just walk all the way there, which it's a long walk. Then that, because if it's not accessible, what's the point of having a shelter that's not accessible? On top of that, right, they close for the winter, I believe. And I'm like, that makes no sense. They might have opened 24 hours. I don't know. But when I heard about this shelter, because, you know, my friend helped everyone out, so I knew everything about homeless shelters, knew where to tell people where to go if they needed it, whatever. How is it that you close your shelter during the winter? That's when people would need a shelter the most, right? It doesn't make sense that some of these shelters, now they're slowly opening little shelters, makes it harder for people to even get into a shelter. And it's crazy. It's crazy that they make it a lot harder. Oh, Tommy Boy is on. And we missed the Temptations. I love Tommy Boy. Anyways, it's crazy to me that you make it a lot harder for people to get into shelters that can't even afford a place to live right now. I have the information wrong? Okay, well, I know. I used to talk to a lot of homeless people who were real friendly. So I know what I'm talking about. And I still am updated. Like, hello. I know what I'm talking about. I am updated. When you say I have my information wrong, you know what's funny is that it's people like you who think like that are the reasons why we don't have any good shelters for people to stay in. You know, because nobody cares, because everyone cares that they live in their apartment and F everyone else that is struggling to pay their rent, right? You can sit and eat peacefully. You don't care if there's a child sleeping in the street, because to you it's not your problem, because you don't have to be homeless. But when homelessness comes knocking on your door and for some reason you paid your rent and your landlord says, but you still gotta get out because I don't like you, or mistreats you improperly, or finds a reason to evict you for no reason, and it comes knocking on your door, then you're really gonna be scared and not know what to do. Because if some of y'all have never been homeless, it's gonna be terrifying for you guys. And trust me, I'm not one of those people that's gonna be sitting with millions of dollars and be like, homelessness ain't my problem, it's not knocking on my door, so I don't have to care. That's what the 1%ers think. That's why the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor. Because the rich don't care about anyone but themselves. Celebrities don't care about anyone but themselves. They don't care if there's a child sleeping in the street. They live in their mansions eating their caviar and cookies or crackers and not giving a dang while eating expensive seafood boils, pizza wrapped in gold-plated pizza, gold-plated sundaes, whatever it is they do, smoking their Cuban cigars, not giving a care about the world. right? And because you're not homeless, you don't have to care. But I've been homeless when I was little. Since I was little, my parents and my dad worked extremely hard, even though they lived in a motel room when I was a baby. Me and my brother. I've been homeless all my life, so I've chosen to care about these people because I know what it's like. I hung around people that was homeless because my friend cared enough to help people. And I saw how my friend helped people when she was alive, and I want to do that. Because I'm not going to be one of those millionaires that just sits there and doesn't give a gosh dang because it's not happening to me. We can't think like, oh, if you don't get 3 jobs, I ain't going to help you, because you need to work a lot harder and get 2 more jobs. Because if you're not doing everything you can to pay your bills, sorry, I ain't going to give you the money. You're lazy because you only want 1 job. That's what America told you to accept. If you guys literally actually fought for your rights, they would pay you more and not raise your taxes and not raise the cost of living, and you would actually be able to work 1 job and make a living wage. You guys accepted this, and now now the government knows they can walk all over you and offer you less, and you'll take it because you have no other choice. That's all you have. You've accepted the bare minimum that the government said we'll get over the American people because they're not going to care. We can pay them less than the living wage and they'll take it because they're not going to fight us. If it was me, I wouldn't let America tell me to bend over and take it, but y'all can do that. I mean, if you wanna, I was gonna say, if you wanna let Daddy America bend you over like that, then the disrespect. I mean, I wouldn't take that kind of disrespect from America, but that's just me. I'm just saying, okay? It's literally, that's what America did. Like, seriously. You saw the rights they're taking away from women? Do you think they're gonna stop there? America does not care that you can't afford to live. Billionaires paid to take a submarine down. These people, let me tell you something. These people pay millions of dollars to do absolutely crazy stuff. Kodak Black was throwing money in the ocean, was flushing $100 bills down the toilet like he didn't care. Money was inexposable to him because he's gonna get it back. He could flush $1 million down the toilet and make $1 million the next day instead of giving it to people. No, and this is not a manic episode. This is literally telling y'all that it's people like you that don't help America to change, because you sit there and tell people that they have to tack on 3 jobs. No one should be exhausted. Do you know how exhausting that would be to be working 3 jobs just to pay your bills? That's exhausting. You could literally see the bags in someone's eyes like that, and they would literally look dead inside. Like, we literally have accepted to tell people that they must work more than 1 job to pay their bills because you said so. And then if they don't want to work more than 2 jobs, you're not going to hand them any money. If someone was on the street corner asking for money, you would say, nope, you didn't do enough to get a job. Do you not understand that someone that is homeless can't get a job because they don't have an address? So how do you expect them to have a job if they don't even have enough money to get a place to be able to have an address to get a job to work, if they can't even get a job because they don't even have an address? And then you judge them. I literally a long time ago edited a video where the guy literally told the guy to go get a job because he was standing there with a cardboard box asking for help, and he said the restaurant over there is hiring. Okay, well, you tell that restaurant to hire that man without an address and see if they'll do it. And especially some of these people don't even have an ID or money to buy an ID. So you tell these jobs to hire these homeless people who they're clearly gonna say they can't get to a shower to even have proper hygiene to work at my place, because how do you expect homeless people to shower and be hygienic enough to work there if they don't even have a place? Do you think that the restaurant is going to look at that person and say, yeah, you know what, we'll hire you, even though they come in looking like they look because they can't get into a shower? It's like that viral video of that man that went to the gas station every day, and this guy's like, you know what, I see you come to this gas station every day wearing the same stuff every day. That's unhygienic, man. You need to go to a shower and clean up. And he said, you know what, you have a shower. I don't have a shower. I'm homeless. I can't afford a shower. I can't get anywhere to get to a shower. The guy was stunned because he felt bad because he judged that person. You guys have to stop. It sounds fake, but you guys have to stop. It sounds fake, but you could look at it. It was a man that went to the gas station every day, and this guy seen him every day, and he told him, sorry, it's lagging. And he told him, he was like, he said, every time I see you, you're always wearing the same clothes. He said, that's unhygienic or something, basically about not having hygiene. And then saying, not having hygiene, and then the guy said, you have a shower. I don't have a shower. I'm homeless, he said. And I don't remember, it was just a whole thing. The guy like told him, and he just like, he felt bad after that conversation. Like you could just hear in his voice, just like, you know, because of what he said. When you say please make me stop, that's the reason why you take less, right? You have to understand something. You guys are never going to get paid a living wage because you let the government tell you you don't need a living wage. You know, you must not value your self-worth enough. I'm sorry, but your self-worth is low. If you valued yourself as high as you valued yourself, you wouldn't be taking less than anything. You know, in Canada, they have free healthcare. Why doesn't America have that? Oh, because you don't care enough. Because you let these people literally tell you you gotta pay for your healthcare. A lot of other countries have free living, free food. Oh, you don't have that? My bad. Because you just let America tell you you don't need that. You don't need it because you don't fight enough for the stuff, right? If you literally protested, if you literally put action towards taking the people out of office that ain't making anything better, but except making their pockets richer, while they sit in mansions, they sit with security 24/7 because they're government officials and they probably don't have to pay for security and their safety. You know that new movie? You know that new movie that's out where it's supposed to be like, I don't know if it's post-apocalyptic or what, about how the government takes over America? Someone said that is not make-believe. That is literally forecoming of what they're going to do to people. That movie that is coming out is literally not make-believe, fiction. It's going to be real. Pay Abby? I don't have money to pay mods. You do know that moderators on TikTok don't get paid. There's other people whose moderators don't pay their moderators. Unless if moderators have a Cash App and you do want to Cash App my mods, but I don't say go Cash App my mods. Here's the thing. I don't tell people to Cash App my mods because of safety reasons. It's safety reasons. You have to understand. If I literally tell people, oh, well, go cash out my mods, like, literally, people would just start harassing them. My moderators and my subscribers get harassed. For safety reasons, I don't do a lot of things because then I'm not, like, you know. I don't need to pay my mods. What do you mean I need to pay my mods? No, I don't. Hello? You paid my mods. You have money, pay them. Some of y'all said you were rich. Pay up. Pay them. Yeah, you probably would pay my mods because you don't like me, but that's okay. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care at all because, you know, I don't. I mean, hey. Sorry, I'm watching this movie. I don't know what it is. My mom put it on. But yeah. Let me tell you something. You can only take so much that you want to take before you're overwhelmed with something, right? I cannot tell you what to think and what to feel about America cheating you out of a living wage. The only thing you can do is just take this and literally decide what you want to do. If you want to take action and protest and fight for a living wage and say, hey, this is not right. But if you want to sit there and just do what America tells you to do, that's fine. And you may not see it that way. Some people don't have to see it the way other people tell them to see it. But for me, I see it. I don't want to get treated like I got treated by my boss because I was disabled. And she was clearly ableist. And she even had a disabled family member who had Down syndrome. And if people want to say that's not what happened, I know that's what happened. Because she cheated me out of a living wage. She told me that I had to work up towards a living wage. That's not how it works. When you start, you automatically get paid a living wage. I didn't know because it was my first job. Mind you, we recently drove by the other Dunkin' that she manages. It's shut down. It's no longer a Dunkin'. Boy, did I laugh at that one. It's another donut place that's called Donut Boys or something. Funny. Oh, you think I got fired because I smelled bad? Did you even look at that video or did you just take that part out of the video? Because she literally said that someone called and said I smelled bad and the other coworker said no, she's lying. She tried to tell me to buy more expensive laundry soap, which literally, how can I do that when I only make $200 and I have to give my father 100 of it, 50 of it goes towards my phone bill, and the rest I don't even get to see. Then she tried to say it's the laundry soap you're using. You're not using the correct laundry soap because it's not working on your clothes. Laundry soap works no matter what laundry soap you use. That was a poor excuse. She was trying to find every reason to fire me. When the stove broke down, she blamed me even though the other co-worker told her it's broken. Go clean the bathroom. So I was like, okay. And that's how she told me. She was like, go clean the bathrooms. I'm not going to argue with my boss. I'm trying to keep my job. So I went to clean the bathrooms. And then she says, come back. We have to shut down the sandwich station. It's broken. Well, we told you that. But she wanted to blame me for that. And then she was finding every little thing. I was off that day. And the lazy people that were working on the weekend didn't even stock the sandwich station enough for me to have cheese over to the next day. Which is why I got fired for not putting cheese on a sandwich. Because she said, well, aren't you going to put cheese on this sandwich? Because you have to make sandwiches in under 4 or 3 minutes or less. If you're over time on your sandwiches, you have to offer them something like, oh, I'm sorry your sandwich is late. Do you want a free donut? Why do you think McDonald's has those timers on those things? You know the little monitor things that have the timer on it? That's how fast they're supposed to get your sandwich out to you. If they don't get your sandwich out to you, right? If they don't get the sandwich out to you, they're supposed to give you something. They're supposed to get your sandwich out in a certain amount of time. So then she's like, aren't you going to put cheese on? Aren't you going to put cheese? And I said, yeah, I have to go get cheese. She's like, well, what are you doing? You're supposed to restock this. You wouldn't run out of cheese if you restocked it. I was like, I was off yesterday. And she was like, oh. And then she got this look like she realized I was off. And she knew I was off. And then she tried to find every little reason. So that day she was like, you know what? Off the clock. I'm suspending you. Okay. So I'm sitting here. I'm sitting in Dunkin's. I'm sitting at a table. It's empty. There's no one there except the workers. Get up. You're distracting the workers. You need to go outside. Even though I was just sitting there on my phone, I wasn't even loud. I wasn't doing anything. I was just on my phone. Get up. You're distracting the workers. Get out. And I'm just like, okay. So she goes, go sit outside. So I sat outside. She comes and she's like, come here. And then she said, I'm writing you up for a week. And then I'll call you and see if we want you back. And I was like, okay, whatever. I'm not going to argue with her because maybe I'll get my job back. She had the owner of the place come sign the thing because I was being suspended. So then I called because I got a new number. I was like, I'm calling because I got a new number. She said she was going to call me. And I just wanted to know that I have a new number so she can contact me. No contact. I kept calling. Oh, she's at the other building because she was a manager for both buildings, general manager. She couldn't find a manager for the building that I worked at. Nobody wanted to work with her. All the co-workers that worked there when I worked there did not like her because of the way she treated them. That is not how you treat people to get them to want to work with you. That's probably why the other Dunkin' Donuts shut down, because you don't know how to manage things properly. You don't know how to manage things. You're a general manager and you can't even manage it correctly. Am I being truthful? I mean, look up the reviews because some of you probably know where that Dunkin' Donuts is and read them. And tell me I'm lying. Because that Dunkin' Donuts has so many bad reviews. It's not even funny. All the bad reviews of saying that the people that worked there were bad, and not when I worked there. After I stopped working there. Management is horrible. I mean, the review speaks for itself. From a bunch of people.
Hello.
Like, literally, you don't treat your workers like that. You don't blackmail them. One worker wanted to leave because she said, oh, there's a Dunkin' Donuts that opened up by where I live and it's closer to where I live. So then the manager was like, oh, if you ever try to go to work anywhere else, I will give you a bad report so you don't get another job anywhere.
College. Someday. Dr. Amir. Right?
That's not true. Well, that's what the coworker told me. And not only me, but told all the other coworkers. I think there was like a few of us standing. This girl, and if you don't believe me, what was really sad, this girl showed up to work. Let me tell you something. This girl showed up to work, falling asleep, and I literally asked her, "Are you okay?" I was concerned because, you know, she's making coffee, but she's falling asleep standing up. She was like, oh, yeah, I had a rough night. My sister was killed by a driver at 3 a.m. crossing the pedestrian walk. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Imagine not being able to grieve your sister, barely getting sleep, but you have to go to work because that's your money to make a living. And you're falling asleep on the job because you have no choice but to show up to work. And you know what's funny is that's the way America is. There is someone that I saw on TikTok saying they were living with a broken back because they couldn't afford health care. And if you think I'm lying, look it up. There's people that would rather live with chronic pain than to pay thousands of dollars for health care they can't afford. And I did say, oh, I'm sorry. And if you take it as, oh, that's kind of not how you, what do you expect me to say to her? She didn't get no sleep. Like, there was nothing more I could have done for her because, like, that poor girl got no sleep. What? I mean, I'm not going to be one of those person that tattletales on someone. It's their living. I was not going to jeopardize her living. She wasn't rude to me. She was nice to me. I'm not like y'all. But when you say, like, oh, I'm trying to figure out what movie this is. But when you say, oh, she's lying or oh, this and that, like, these are not made up stories, okay? You could believe what you want to believe. But if you want to believe that working a 9-to-5 job is going to make your life better, when you hit retirement age and you have to work till you're 95, you will clearly understand just what I'm talking about. You don't understand it now because you don't care enough. No one should have to be working 2 to 3 jobs to pay bills. It's exhausting. People are working themselves to unalivement. I don't know if you can say death, but people are working themselves. Like, that cannot be healthy. That cannot. You have to work 8 hours of your day out of 23 hours. I don't know. It was weird because one year they said that it's not 24 hours, it's 23, and it was not 365 days, it was 364 days because we lost the day. I don't remember. I mean, I don't remember if they said 364, but I know we lost the day. Yeah. They said they did the science or whatever it was, and they said, we found out it's actually 23 days, not 24. And I said, how does that make sense? That makes no sense for you to come out and be like, oh, now it's not 24 days. You lose an hour, or not days, hours. It's not 24 hours now. It's 23 hours, and you lose an hour. I'm like, that makes no sense. Who comes up with this stuff? Who decided days of the months? Who decided that we had to pay to live? Who decided that apples that grow on the tree for free, we have to pay for that? Like, who decided to make America miserable? Like, who did this? I wanna dig him up and have a talk with him because I know he's old and decrepit, 6 feet under. Come on. Before Trump did, someone had to make these laws, and presidents existed a long time ago. Back a long time ago. And if you look up your history, George Washington was not the first president. George Washington was not the first president. I'm just saying, who does this? Who told us that we had to work 8 hours and get no pay? I mean, and get little pay. They had the wrong room. They had the wrong room. It was for someone else. But anyways, you know, it's crazy. Who was the first president then? Look it up. Education is key. Yeah, someone ordered pizza from Domino's, but it was not for me, sadly. I do know who it was, but I forgot. But actually, I learned George Washington was not the first president. I'm stealing pizza. I didn't even take that pizza. I told them I didn't order pizza. I literally told them. Should we send her pizza? I mean, are you gonna pay for it? Anyways, I looked it up and it says John Hanson. So John Hanson was the first president, but under the Constitution, George Washington was the first president under the Constitution, but the first president was John Hanson. If you type in George Washington wasn't the first president, it'll come up and it'll say John Hanson was the first president, and George Washington was considered the first president under the Constitution. His name is John Hanson or something. If you search up George Washington wasn't the first president, it comes up. He was the very first president, but under the Constitution, it was George Washington who was the first president under Constitution. John Hanson. Hold on. Anyways, guys, if you look it up, it'll tell you. I'm not eating pizza, guys. I didn't order pizza. I can't afford pizza. I'm eating pizza. I ate macaroni. My mom made, well, she found out it's called goulash. But anyways, that's what my mom made. Macaroni, tomato sauce, and hamburger meat with cheese. That's what I ate for dinner. Yeah. It was good. I helped make it. It's elbow macaroni, it's hamburger meat, and it's a can of tomato sauce. You mix it together, you put grated cheese on top. We ate it with crackers, and it's really good. Actually, here are the rest of my crackers from my dinner that I didn't finish. Because I ate almost 2 little, medium sleeves. You thought I was a rich influencer? Well, sadly, you're mistaken. I made a lot of money, but it was over years. It was not at one time. People have to understand that money adds up, especially if you have different avenues of making money on TikTok. I made money from ads. I made money from the Creator Fund. I made money from the Creativity program. And I also made money from subscriptions, and I've made money from working with artists. I've made money from a lot of things. It's a thing where if you pick an audio, you get paid however many views. You have to be like one of the top people, and I've been top on a lot of them, so I got paid from that. What else did I get paid from? There was a lot of stuff that I got paid from on TikTok, and that altogether is where I calculated the money from, because it's combined. It's not at one time. If I had all that money at one time, I clearly wouldn't be living here. I would be living in a house. So yeah. When I accept products for video, I don't have to pay taxes, because the fact is it's free. Where do I have to pay taxes for a free item? You do know that, right? I make commissions off of what I make, and I haven't made any commissions because I don't have any products that I literally got free off the TikTok shop yet. One TikTok shop still offered to work with me after I told them. I left them that message. They were like, we still want to work with you and send you stuff. I haven't made any money from that yet, so obviously I don't have to pay taxes from that, because I'm not making thousands of dollars. The The only thing I've made from the TikTok shop is about $60 because only a few people bought a few stuff. Anyways, guys, I was telling my mom something important. But like I was saying, is that over time, and it's not over 4 years either, I did make like a lot of money, but it wasn't like all at once. And if I did, I would have already bought a house, right? What is that? Feels like there's something on the floor. But yeah, anyways, I'm not getting robbed, guys. My mom was just looking outside. But, you know, that's just, we're getting pizza. I just ate goulash. I am not eating pizza. I cannot eat anything else. I just had chocolate. But anyways, I literally, like, what was I talking about? I'm sorry. My brain was somewhere else. But, you know, the TikTok funds, you know, they didn't all come at once like that, or else I would have saved and bought a house. But no. And from the TikTok shop, I only made about like $60 because someone bought, I think, an unbrush, and people were buying this ring light that I had tagged, that I had made a video on, that that was similar to the ring light I had, and they removed the ring light, which I'm gonna make a new video tagging this ring light. And I was getting money from that because my video was doing so well. People was buying from that, but I think it was only like $1 something or 67 cents a sale. I don't remember, but it added up, and like I didn't know I was making money or commissions, and it wasn't even that much commissions. And so when I looked, it was only like $50 combined. I cashed out $50, and then I made some more money from the unbrush, which wasn't even a lot. And so yeah, when you say like, oh, you know, you have to pay taxes on the products you get for free, I like, once they send me products, I will get paid commissions. But clearly I'm not gonna get paid commissions because I haven't had anybody send me products yet. I haven't had anybody send me products.
What do you see?
You know, I don't get free products. I'm getting something free because this company still wants to work with me, but you know. You mean Miss Netta? I don't have anything to say about Miss Netta. I feel like people don't like Miss Netta. I don't know what the reason is. Hold on, guys. I have to go do something. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. Well, you know, I don't need to do that. Or, you know what? I better do it. Sorry, I went to message somebody. They gave me something which I'll try it later to help my Xbox. Hopefully that might fix it, but I don't know because it's not installing anything and it won't update. So well, I don't have pizza, so think what you want to think. You literally, I don't know if I had the mic off, but you literally heard me tell him that that's not my pizza. I said I didn't order pizza. He had to look at the receipt and see where he was. And it was the wrong room. I don't have pizza, but okay. Who's in the background? That's that movie my mom's watching. It's a foreign movie, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what movie it is she's watching. I've never seen that. Yeah, it's the Quran, but I don't know what movie she's watching. She's watching a movie, but I don't know what movie. Guys. Soon. No, I'm not dating anyone. Why are you telling me what I can't watch? I'm not watching that. My mom is. And I think anyone could watch that movie. That's why it's on TV. Okay. No, I don't like dating apps. What was dinner tonight? It was goulash. Apparently that's what it's called. Hamburger meat, tomato sauce, and elbow macaroni with grated cheese. And crackers. No, I've never watched Euphoria. Sorry, I almost accidentally blocked someone. It is good. It's not slop. It's actually pretty good because people do eat that. Oh, that's been there. I don't know what that is. That's been there. Oh, it's this safety pin thing. Yes, I know who Ben J is. I've been hearing about him everywhere. He is really nice. Ben J is someone that people are saying is like the new Shorty Babe, but humbler, I guess. He's more humble. And I did see a video where he was buying an iPad or something. But he's real positive and he goes live. He's like, people are trying to switch viewers from Shorty Babe to him. I think he's a real positive person. I don't like watch his lives. I just seen one video where he was like buying an iPad. He's in school. He's a younger person in college, I believe, because he gets FAFSA. So I'm pretty sure he's in college. And He's like, I don't know what his lives are because I haven't really seen it. I seen one clip of a live, but he was just being real positive. I don't know if his dad was on the live or someone was on the live. I can't remember because I don't watch lives. I just seen clips. Because people are mentioning him because he's gaining a following fast because of his positivity, and also because they're trying to get people to find more positive people that are more positive than Shorty Bay and switch viewers over. And since he's becoming viral fast, and they're really helping him and supporting him because he got his first iPad and the like iPad pencil, and so yeah. Did he have 12 million likes on live? He does deserve it. I'm not gonna say he doesn't deserve it, but yeah, that's crazy if he did. He's just been like super popular. He has more views than Shorty Bay, but this is what people are saying because they're trying to push him more than Shorty Bay. Not me, but like him. But yeah, because I did watch a live stream of hers and they were mentioning him and they were like, he's more humbler than you. And so I was like, that was when she was going off on that supporter who said that if you're gonna pay me, that she showed up to her event late because she wasn't even there, 30 minutes late to her event. She says that girl lied, that she was there for 2 to 3 hours, not only 30 minutes. And then that's when she went off on the live and she was like, I'm gonna quit social media. I'm gonna delete TikTok because I don't want to do social media anymore. And so anyways, people told her, bye, leave for good and never come back. And I was like, ooh. I was like reading the comments. And then a lot of people were like, bye, see you never. Because she was just like being rude, going off saying that fan wants clout, whatever. People don't like her anymore because they're starting to see that she is really rude. And so anyways, they said Ben, I don't know if that's how you say his name, Ben J is better than you. He's getting more views than you. He's the next Shorty Bay, but he's more humble. And I was like, let me go look up some videos and see who they're talking about. And I saw the video where he went and bought an iPad, and then I saw like a video from his live, and I was like, he is more positive. Like, he's not rude, he's not anything. So yeah. And the only reason why I was watching the live is because I knew she was gonna say something about that fan being a clout chaser, because clearly everyone's a clout chaser when they try to hold her accountable. Like, there's no excuse. You know, traffic in California is bad, whether it's LA or wherever you're at. So if you are getting full glammed, you should get full glammed early. You shouldn't be at the last minute getting full glam and then saying the traffic was so bad that you was late. You should leave early on time. And it's crazy that people pay $120 to see you and you wasn't even there. And you're only there for like 30 minutes. And literally, you're only there for 30 minutes and you said you was there for 3 to 2 hours after. Like, $120 people paid to go to an event at a club. If it was me, right, which I don't club, I would say, y'all want to hang out at the club? Like, if there's a club where you get in free, I'll be like, let's go to the club. You don't have to pay to get in, but you do have to pay for your drinks, because I'm not buying every person that shows up a drink. That's expensive. Like, you got to buy your own drinks. But come hang out with me for free. You got to pay $120 and for your drink? Nah. You could have made that free. You could have held the whole event and helped the club get, like, income coming in and attract people to that club and have them buy their drinks. You couldn't make it free? I know you gotta make your money somehow. Well, I could partner with a club, but they wouldn't partner with me because of everything online. They would probably see, and also because I don't club. Me personally, I understand where she's like business and she's gotta make money. But if you're going to charge people $120, you should have been there the whole time instead of 30 minutes. And then tell people, oh, you're clout chasing. You're a clout chaser. Clout chasing what?
Both of you.
Because it is crazy for people to have to pay $120 to party with her, and she's only there for 30 minutes. And the DJ kept saying, are y'all ready for Shorty Bay? Are you ready to see Shorty Bay? Had them count down, and she's not even there. And the fan found out because the fan couldn't stay because, you know, they were getting sick. They had to leave. And the security guard's like, oh, why are you leaving so soon? Shorty Bay's coming. And they were like, Shorty Bay's coming? And she was like, yeah, she's not even here. 30 minutes you stayed for your fans that paid $120. That's crazy. You could have had people hang out the whole night, but you didn't. That's not false info. That's not false info, okay? Because if it was false, she wouldn't have made the excuse that, yeah, I did show up late because the traffic was bad and I was still getting my glam done. She literally lied to y'all's faces and you ate it up. And you will defend her no matter what she does because some of y'all still defend what she does. Literally. Like, that AJ person is defending her, and literally she lied and said, I was getting my glam done. I was getting my glam done, and the traffic is bad. Like, if the traffic was bad, you know traffic is bad in California. Why didn't you leave early? You're literally saying that you made it 30 minutes. You only spent 30 minutes there because you were getting glammed and getting ready to only show up for 30 minutes of your event. That's wild. And then to try to get people to be gullible enough to believe that is crazy. I wouldn't believe that story. Oh, I got glammed and the traffic was bad for only 30 minutes of my event I could stay for. Oh, I'm obsessed and jealous. You know what's one thing that I would never do is constantly be looking for a quick buck. Because she made $120 off of each people that showed up there and was only there for 30 minutes. That's a scam. First of all, you're scamming people to try to make whatever money you can because your finances are bad. She clearly made statements that she's not paying her taxes. Someone sent me that video and was like, did you know that Shorty Bay's not paying her taxes? And I saw the video literally making jokes about going to jail. I mean, come on, right? You're doing these things and you're literally trying to make a quick buck off of people. You wouldn't see me host a club event and charge $120 and show up the last 30 minutes. If I'm clearly charging people to show up to an event, you better believe I'm there the whole night. And like I told that person, I said, I'm not going to complain about how much she charges, because if one day I have like a club event or something and my manager says, hey, you gotta charge people this. So I felt like somebody was behind me. And you have to charge people, I'm gonna be like, that's fine, because then I'm not gonna have people complaining and be like, well, you were complaining about her, but you're charging this. Like, at least I'll be there, not only for 30 minutes. That's not the only fan that's had an issue with her doing stuff like that. You have to understand, how many people are gonna complain before fans or her supporters say, I had enough, I'm not supporting you, I'm done, I'm out, I'm leaving. You can only hurt so much people. You can only hurt so much people before you. That's not false info. The girl literally said herself, pay me my $120 back like you said you would pay it 10 times over. Shorty Bay went live and said, I'll pay you your $120 back 10 times over. Okay, AJ, I know what I'm looking at. I saw the video. She even admitted that she would pay the girl her $120 10 times over because she literally said that if that girl's gonna complain about her event, she said that if that girl's gonna complain, then I'll just pay her money 10 times over. And she was like, 10 times, that's 1,200. Pay me my 1,200. Shorty Bay never paid it. Why do you think people was in the comment sections saying to pay the cash app? Why do you think they were saying that? She was like, because she said if it's 120 times 10, I don't know if it was 10, if it's times 10, that's probably 1,200. I'm not good with math. But she did say it was 1,200. And Shorty Bay did go live and say she was going to pay her that. And then the girl said, where's my money? Run me my money then. And Shorty Bay never ran it because she was too busy saying that the fan was for clout, was never a supporter, because she wouldn't complain about the event if she was a supporter. First of all, supporters should not blindly support you, well, not blindly, but support you, and then when you have a horrible event, tell you it's a good event even though it's not a good event. She's supposed to sit there and allow you to show up 30 minutes and only be there for 30 minutes because you want her to be a fan that doesn't complain. You should be held accountable for things. And you think that your fans don't have to hold you accountable because if they do, they're clout chasers or, you know, something else. They're haters. She's gonna lose her supporters. She's gonna lose her supporters. Treating people like that. And to the people that keeps defending her, why do I care? Because I don't. Who said I cared? Someone brought up Benji. And I had brought up that live stream. And also, I think I should care a little bit because people are getting scammed. I mean, people should stop her from trying to scam people out of money. If you don't like the event she's throwing and people are raising flags about the events, you guys are going to go back and be like, oh, we don't believe what you're saying and get scammed again. That's on you. You want to lose out on $100 and something dollars? Go ahead. Go ahead. People tried warning you about getting scammed, so you want to get scammed? You go be dumb enough to get scammed. I'm not going to get scammed. You ain't going to see me pay money after someone said, here's the red flags, and you ignore them. Imaginary beef? Oh yeah, there's a video if you look it up. This isn't imaginary beef because she went on live and literally made fun of my living situation even though I defended her against bullying. If you think I have an imaginary beef with Shorty Bay, then you must be mistaken because Shorty Bay started with me for no reason because people told her I was talking about her, and when someone in the comments said I asked people to show the video or send her the video and they didn't, and they wouldn't even send me the video. Yeah, and she went off of what someone said because she does that a lot. She doesn't even look at if there's evidence. She just listens to what people tells her and runs with it because she knows drama gets her views. Making fun of my living situation is what got her views because people don't like me, so obviously they're gonna go support her. That's crazy. Like, it's not imaginary when she did mention me when she was blacked out and she was literally drunk and mentioned me out of nowhere saying that I was talking about her when I was talking about a live stream. I was literally talking about a live stream where someone had my face next to Jabba the Hutt, and she was not even in that live stream, nor was she a part of that live stream. And then she said, oh, she's talking about me, and mentioned me because I accidentally joined her live. She didn't see, and somebody snitched and told her I was in her live stream. Now, I don't know who one of her little friends was that snitched and told her, because she did mention my name out of nowhere, and I thought it was weird because first I didn't go into the live. Like I told you all, I wasn't watching the live. It popped up because I was following her. And so then I heard my name, or so then I accidentally clicked in, and that's when I heard my name, because I guess one of her little cronies had saw that I joined and told her I was in the live. So then when she was acting blacked out and dancing or whatever it was she was doing, she mentioned my name while I was in there, and I was like, this is awkward, because I accidentally joined, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna stay for a little bit because it was my bad. I accidentally clicked on it. It was in my following thing. So then I'm watching to see what she's gonna say, because I was like, why did she mention my name? She's talking about me on live streams, and I'm like, I was talking about a live stream where they literally had my face next to Jabba the Hutt. You have nothing to do with that. Literally. Like, she wants drama where there isn't any. She literally goes out and looks for it purposefully. She hangs around people that'll bring her the drama because she knows it gets her views. Yes, I followed her a long time ago. I followed her. When was it? Well, not a long time ago. This was like when she had turned 21. Because I had heard about her briefly. A long time ago on Musically. Was she on Musically? When she went by Jasmine Orlando, people would make fun of her. People would say, like, her sayings. People would come on my live stream and they mentioned her, and I was like, who is this person? So I looked her up, and I saw she had Instagram. I saw a lot of celebrities were following her. She would always, like, say she was dating a guy, and then she wasn't. She would just be dating all these guys. She would literally just be dating all these guys. And then say, oh, they dumped me. I don't have a boyfriend or whatever. And so I was like, okay. I didn't really, because, like, I saw her videos and I'm like, oh, I didn't follow her because I'm like, you know, I didn't follow her at the time. But when she was 21, oh, we did go live once. And that was the last time we went live. That's where it all stemmed from, because, like, we went live and it was kind of awkward because I didn't know what to say. Because I guess people told her to go live with me. I don't know. We went live. Then after the live, that's when she started coming at me sideways saying that I was talking about her when I literally said I don't understand why people are bullying her, because at that time she was saying Wilito's fans was bullying her so bad that she was going to leave the internet. And I said she shouldn't have to leave the internet because of bullying. That's not right. She made a video, she was literally crying because of the bullying she was getting from Wilito's fans. So I stuck up for her. And I guess she got mad. Like, no, she's not gonna make up with me because she literally thinks I talked about her. She's not gonna make up with me. You know? But that's just how it is. Yeah, I know it's lagging. It's back. That's on that movie my mom's watching. I don't know what movie she's watching. She's watching a movie. That looks like Saddam Hussein. Like, it's a movie about Saddam Hussein. But I don't know, I can't really tell. Ask who she can't hear me, and I'm not gonna holler. I'm not gonna holler at her. They just stoned her to death. Cause I remember there was a real life story about the girl. You remember the girl? She did something in one of those countries, and they stoned her to death because she broke a law. That I don't remember if it was because, well, in some of those states they don't allow women to drive, and I don't remember if it was because she was driving. I'm trying to remember. It was like a true story, and they did that to her, and people were outraged. I went driving. Driving's easy. I know somewhat how to drive, but I still need to do driving lessons. I want to get a car so I can drive, or a Jeep or something.
Don't get me wrong, I still do.
I didn't say Arabs, so don't put that in my mouth. I didn't say Arabs don't allow their women to drive. There are some countries that don't allow women to drive. Learn to listen. Stop twisting my words and putting words in my mouth. I didn't say Arabs. And I was talking about this movie, but I said I don't remember why she was stoned to death. I just know she was stoned to death. But I know there was an incident where it happened to someone, a woman who was driving, because she was not allowed to drive in another state. And I could have been mixing the two up, but don't do that. Like, please. I don't know. I think this might be based off of a true story. But then again, I don't know. I'm not going to holler because my mom can't hear me. My favorite Les Seraphim song, I like them. I don't really listen to them as much, so I don't have a favorite song. I just like all their songs. Where's the pizza? Well, I don't have pizza. What pizza? I don't know what pizza you're talking about. Yeah, I like Pink Floyd. My favorite song is Another Brick in the Wall. I'm getting sleepy, guys. Yes, I do like NCT.
Salam alaikum.
I'm tired.
تو کار دارم. حالا میتونی کورا پس کنی.
مقصد دارم نفهمیدم.
پیشی تا پس کن.
I think he's an undercover CIA agent or something. And they found out he's not real.
همون جنسای خوبیش بود.
Oh no.
از امریکا اومدی؟
I'm trying to remember this. This is based on a true story, I believe, but I'm trying to remember.
قسمی که خبر دارم رفیقتون اینجا آردش نامش سرابت
یک چیز هم از تو پرسان میکنم که تو در امریکای پایشه چی میکنی؟ چرا اینجا نیستی؟